go. What are these fighters going to do? Starts with a jump in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Gets a chance with that jump in. At this range, many attacks can connect if you take something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. They've been pushed into the wall, and the stun's there. Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter.
Round 2.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps? Jumps in. Big throw. Both fighters planning something? Will we see a drive in? Hit them with a stopping block. Knockdown with the horn. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Gotta be careful not to whip at this. It's a good spot to use the super. Revival stands and makes them sweat like water. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do? Solid anti-air. What'll happen here? They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. How did they anticipate that jump in? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Gets a risky bluff, tries to act quickly, but whips the attack. Grounds him from above. Taking chunks out of each other. All the throw connects. Jump. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Super archer. Oh, what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Player 2 goes on now. Did they mean to do that? Throw doesn't connect. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Yes, the hit is over! Woo! I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps in. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can't take the throw. Very solid punish. Neither of them willing to back off. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Gets Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. The jump. He brushes that off and keeps going. What'll happen? Beats it up with a combo into super. Burnout activates. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Breaks those shins. Genius read. Still slugging it out at this range. Finishes with the throw. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. The impact gets blocked. Starts with a jump in. Strikes back with the drive impact. What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punch. Throws him down. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Knockdown. Grabs him. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juice. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Taking stock. Nice counter. Player 2 finishes with the throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Gets a risky buff in. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That drive impact doesn't get through. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Lots of life to play with, and full SA meter. What will they do? A A super art? Meteor volley scores some damage. Player 2 drops him to half, closing the gap. Hits him with a stop and bop. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Player 2 will have to deal with all the throw connects. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Gets a risky buff in. Side hustle to start something? Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on? Ooh, there's a side switch. Throws them. What's next? Hits them with a stop and bop. Player 2 is barely. The drive impact doesn't work. Player 2 pumps him hard. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 1 can't let this simmer. Whip! They're wide open. That corner is starting to look. Players counter on the action. There's a drive impact. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Hit out of nowhere. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.